Greetings, my audience. Evening. My name's Jake, and Grandma newcomers. Welcome to my channel. That's the name. And I'm reviewing Limp Bizkit's MTV Lunch from 2003 episode, documentary of the making of Results Me Very There, fourth album, studio album by Limp Bizkit. This documentary is very insightful. And it tells me that Limp Bizkit frontman's rapper Fred Durst, also singer, is him and everyone with the whole band are idiots and lazy hypocrites that do nothing to make any progress for the studios, and for the first 30 minutes of the documentary, they do nothing but avoid work. With Fred just coming up with excuses, every reason to avoid work, and while trying to say he doesn't have, while trying to come up with shit because he has writer's block. And because he has writer's block, he thinks the best thing to do is not to try work on it, but to just be a lazy asshole. Man. And just bring in his parents, and the parents make a appearance in this movie. They seem like nice people, normal people, stable. Can't say the same thing can be safe about Fred Durst, who seems like this delusional, lazy man that just happens to be famous and talented, even though he's kind of an idiot. He just happens to be talented and famous, but his life's stupid and unfair. It's basically the Mozart story character, is who Fred Durst is. Mozart. From the Mozart movie, who was very well portrayed by most, like the real life Mozart. An immature, brain dead jackass, who is a man child and doesn't know how to grow the fuck up other than just be a really good dad. Other than being a really good dad, he seems like a very nice dad with his kid, and he seems like a normal dad, but it's like, you wish he was like a just shut up sometimes of a person and tell him to get out of his own asshole and move, grow up, stop being Peter Pan in Neverland. But he seems like he's want to realize that who he is, because he's just that especially dumb, a retard that has to be famous Fred Durst. It's who he comes across in the documentary, and all of his band members are idiots too, with the exception of Wes Boylan, who left the band in this point in life before re-entering the band. Can't say that Wes Boylan sounds like an idiot or not, but I don't know, because I didn't see that much of him talking in the same way. He seems like an intelligent, normal person, rational. The rest of the band members just seem like delusional fuckheads that need to be locked away in the hospital on medication. That's what this documentary is very insightful about each band member being full of shit, except for Russ Boyan, who left the band for the fourth album. He's in there for a brief moment, but he seems too intelligent and normal, so no comment will make about him for the documentary. They're all exhausting people, they seem like to be around. Fred and the whole band, except for West Boylan, because they just seem like so much lame-os, losers that nobody would want to be friends with. They seem immature jackasses more than the people who made the Jackass movies. They're quite impressively lame, immature people. Too bad their music's good. I like their music, but the the bands as individuals, these suck. As people, boring, full of shit people. If I had to be honest, bland. This documentary has very funny moments, hilarious moments throughout the documentary. Constantly, I was laughing at it. The insightful knowledge that the band was giving me of who they are as persons, especially Fred Durst. That's why I give Limp Bizkit the making of results made very MTV launch from 2003 a 10 out of 10 final verdict. I love this movie episode of MTV launch documentary around 3 hours long, just under 3 hours, but around 3 hours, basically. Over 2 hours, but just under 3 hours. I saw this episode so many times, and each time I love every moment of it and laugh at it. Comedy gold. I think this is as funny as the Dave Chappelle Netflix special Sticks and Stones that you can find on Netflix. Or Sex Unzipped that you can find on Netflix, a Netflix special documentary that I also reviewed on this channel. Check out my last video for more insight about Sex Unzipped. And that's my review on Results May Vary, making of Results May Vary by Limp Bizkit. 2003 documentary on their fourth studio album by Limp Bizkit without Wes Boylston, the main guitar player that plays guitar. The moments of the documentary is filled with funny stuff, like lines where Fred Durst says he's going to pull. He says he's going. Looks like we have to go back. I'm going to quote Fred Durst. He says, "Looks like we have to go back to the old formula where I had to pull some songs out of my ass." He says that loud and proud, like he's a genius. I just find it funny. Shit. The document is filled with funnier stuff than that, but it's funny stuff like that. It just builds on that from the other documentary. That's why I give Making of Results May Vary a 10 out of 10. I approve this documentary episode of MTV episode launch. Find it on YouTube. You can find the whole thing on YouTube. It's where I watch it all the time. I've seen this many times. At least 5 times on YouTube. The whole thing. You know? Funny shit. I approve this documentary. And like this video. Subscribe. Ow. Cracked my bone. My finger. Cracked. It hurt burning a lot. When you after cracking it. The joint. Yeah. Ow, my jaw. And I give Limp Bizkit's Making of Results Very a 10 out of 10 documentary. This documentary gets a 10 out of 10 for me to you guys. I recommend this video. I approve this documentary of Limp Bizkit's 4th studio album. Watch it when you get the chance, if you get the chance. I recommend this. Very funny, amusing documentary, and insightful. Like this video and subscribe to support my channel. Please, my audience and my newcomers. Goodbye. That's my review on Results May Vary documentary by Limp Bizkit's 4th studio album. Looking for the off button. Trying to remember which one's off. This is the pause one, or is it the stop? I'm talking to myself.